Hello, I'm Onnit and welcome to my second video of my two-player fighting game. So today we'll be doing movement. First, all you need to do, we did the main menu in the last episode. First, all you need to do is make a player sprite. I would always recommend converting this to vector mode again. Set the middle to the right middle of your sprite, because that's quite important, and then go to scripts. So because in our play button we made it so that when the game starts, start game is set to 1, which is a variable which holds numbers. We can basically do an forever if then else. So what this does is if something happens, it does this. If it's not happening, it does this. So we'll call this if start game equals 1. And then what we can do is we can do a bit of preparation. So we could make this slightly bigger, and instead of setting it to 100%, set it to this sprite is too small, so we'll set it to 140%. What we'll also do is make it hide, because we don't want to see it before the game starts. But don't put it in there yet, because you need to see what it's going to look like. Go to front, and then this time, because I'm doing 2 rockets which are going to be there and there facing inwards and fighting each other like that, I need my Y to be exactly in the center. So that means it's on the center of the screen when it starts. And then the X can be minus 240, that's too far there. So I'm going to go with minus 200. And now we can hide it. There. So when I start the game, it hides. When I play, it doesn't show. So what we need to do is show. Now we can see it. Also, I'm going to delete this variable that I made earlier, so I can show you how to make it. Make a variable called health, and make this for all sprites, because there's honestly no point of making it for the sprite only. Now click OK, and make it so that it sets the health to 100 or whatever number you really like. Now that it's got 100 health, what will happen is that whenever it gets hit, it will lose health. But to make the movement, we only want it to move and stuff when the game has started. So this is basically the movement. We'll make a forever which goes there, and we'll make 4 if statements which go in it. We'll make 2 for now, and then duplicate them. So what we can do is go to sensing, and then take the key pressed blocks. So I'm going to use up and down. You can use up and down or the arrow keys, or you can use WASD. Because I'm going to use WASD because in my game, when you tap on the enemy, bullets fire and kill them. So W is the top, then the bottom would be S. So motion, and when this happens, when it goes up and down, it changes its y-axis. So make sure you grab the change y, not the set y, and put them both in. Now you can make this whatever number you like, but I'm going to make it 5. So the more it is, the quicker it will go. So now that we've done that, we need it to point in a direction, so it doesn't just look like it's doing that all the time. And down. So what we can do is, this only works if your character is pointing to here. So if it's not pointing to here, you'll need to meddle around a little bit. You will need to go to point in direction. If it's pointing to the side, then you can just you can use the hint. So like W, that's up, and point in direction 180 is down. But if you just do it like here, let's say, what you'll need to do is you just need to meddle around until you can get it right. So then we can duplicate these if statements, but then change them. So WS, and then we need A and D, so left and right. or D and A. Let's go D and then A. So now we're not actually changing Y anymore because it's moving sideways. So if we take those out, we can get them, leave the pointing directions there. We can change them to change X by. Again, make sure you don't grab set X. So we can get them to change X by 5, and then change, because this is going right, it's going up, and this is going left, so it's going down. Now we'll need to make it point in a direction. So if it's D would be, that'll be right. So right, and then this would be left. There we go. Now, if we plug that forever, this forever thing into here, it should work. Let's give it a try. There we go. Play. So WDSA. Oh, whoops. S doesn't work. Oh yes, this needs to be -5. Brilliant. Now it should pretty much work. Let's try it again. There we go. Play. D, W, A, S. Yes, it works brilliantly. And you don't have to use, you can use pretty much any key as long as they're something easier to use. So like a few letters next to each other, or maybe just the arrow keys if you like to. And also, you can get away with not doing point in direction, but it doesn't look as good. So if I take them out and try again, and try again, there we go, play. It's pretty much pointing the same way, which doesn't really look really good. So I would always probably use point in direction. The game still works without it, but it just looks much more clearer with it. Thank you for watching my movement script, and if you're just making a movement in any game, you don't need to include this. This is how you get it to move. So if you do that, you can get it to move. But because I'm adding to my game, I'm going to put it in my stack. So thank you for watching, everyone, and bye.